morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912. And today, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? News Fridays is finally back. Gameplay footage you see in the background, like I like to tell y'all, I don't know. I like to surprise you and surprise me. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Hope y'all been doing great. I've been having a great week. Can't complain. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. I'm still standing. Still sitting here talking to y'all in my right mind. Man, got a couple of news stories for you guys and girls. Really and truly, that wasn't crap to talk about in the news this week, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go scrape up some articles from some everywhere to get this. I will talk about some stuff I normally wouldn't probably talk about on this News Friday because I really couldn't find y'all no good news. You know, most of the people, they talk about the news every day. I see different YouTubers they talk about different news, but I only talk about news that, you know, I think is going to be relevant to y'all. I don't try to just give you just any news, you know, that you can find any news anywhere. I try to be unique, specific, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, got a few news stories for you guys and girls today. But before I get into that, let you guys and girls know, like I always do in every video, Jesus Christ love y'all. Y'all get to know it before it's too late. Long as you got breath in your body, y'all get to know Jesus Christ. Let me tell y'all something. I want to really stress this to y'all. I think it's been on me to tell y'all. Just because you know Jesus, don't mean that you got to be some type of pushover. No, that don't mean that. Ain't nothing wrong with being nice and kind to people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you can't let people walk all over you. Stand up for yourself. As long as you got Jesus Christ on your side, He gonna have your back. Just remember that. Just because you're a believer, don't mean you got to let people walk all over you. I had to learn that. Still learning that. Because I've been nice and kind to different folks, and they tend to walk all over me. Just because you're nice and kind, they try to take advantage of that. You got to learn to stand up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. I had to learn that. Still learn that. Somebody out here needs to hear that. I don't know who it is, but I feel like I need to tell somebody that, whoever watching this video. That being said, get to know Jesus Christ before it's too late, ladies and gentlemen. If you can put up with a sinner like me, He'll take care of you. That being said, let's get into my first news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first thing I want to talk about today on this here News Friday. Yeah. See what we got to talk about. We're all friends here. Here we go. Final Fantasy VII, the original Final Fantasy VII, and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Twin Pack, and Final Fantasy IX Switch Physical Edition coming to North America on December 9th. Wow. Previously released in Asia. It's going to be for $39.99 each. Wow. Now, they already made this, like they said, they made it in Asia, but they also made it for Europe too. See, I already got that version of it. I got it on sale on Amazon. I think I say paid $27, $25, somewhere in there. Not cheaper than $39.99. That's the double pack. And they bringing it back out basically to North America now. Now, this is a great deal. Now, for my people out there that are RPG fans, just trying to get into RPGs, that is a great deal for some of the best reasons why I got into RPGs. The reason why I got into RPGs was Final Fantasy VII. The original one, now they're regardless, but the original one is awesome. 7, great. 8, great. 9, don't get your pitchforks out on me. I haven't played 9 yet. I own the digital copy on my PlayStation store, and I own a physical copy of it. Just have not got around, sat it down, and played Final Fantasy IX. I heard 9 is amazing. I need to play 9. But if you have not got into RPGs yet, and you really want to get into RPGs, I highly recommend you buy these games. It is worth the purchase. 7 alone, I will pay, for original Final Fantasy VII alone, I would pay $70 to $80 for Final Fantasy VII. I would. That's all the content you get. You get three discs worth of, well, back on PlayStation days, you get three discs worth of content, all the different summon materials, epic story, system, Love Final Fantasy VII. Like I said, was it for Final Fantasy VII, the original Final Fantasy VII, I would have never known what an RPG is or was. Because when I first saw Final Fantasy VII, I saw the commercial for it. I saw Cloud. And Cloud, guess what? He reminded me of Goku in them. Yeah, I thought he was Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. And I was like, all right, I need to check this out. This is a new Dragon Ball game I don't know about. Checked it out, played it, fell in love with it. Loved it. And I've been on an RPG kick ever since then. Since then, after I played 7, then I played 8, then I played 10, then I played 12, played some of 13. Need to finish 13 because I lost my save data because my PS3 went out on me. The old one did. Played 15, garbage, trash. Let's see. Then I went from there. I played Persona 3, Persona 4, awesome RPGs by the way. Persona 5. Epic. What else I done played? Final Fantasy X2. That's what got me on my RPG journey was Final Fantasy VII. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I highly recommend my Switch owners out there pick this up. If you haven't picked this up yet, pick that up. I highly recommend you pick it up. Now don't get me wrong, this version I got here, the European version, will work on your, if you're in America with me, it'll work on your Switch, no problem. If you can find a cheaper version of it out there with this, buy it too, because it'll work on your Switch, no problem. They don't tell you that. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to keep it real with you. You say you're a memory stop. I ain't no rapper. But, yeah. Now, what I don't understand, I want to talk about this, because what I don't understand, Square Enix, y'all must not want money. Let me explain to you. Why on God's green earth you put Final Fantasy 7 and 8, what started on PlayStation, put it on the Switch, and not, I repeat, not put the original Final Fantasy 7 out on PS4 or PS5. Y'all must don't want money. That is a license plate to print money. Y'all, you and Sony may be fussing now. I guess that's why y'all ain't bringing this out on PlayStation. Because y'all was fussing about something about remake. Y'all fussing about something. I remember I did an article on that a while back. Why in the world are you not putting this out on PlayStation? Square Enix, you forget. Don't get me wrong. I'm with a lot of you guys and girls. If it's a third-party company, third-party games that are made by third-party games should be on every console. Everybody should be able to play it. Only thing that should be exclusive to a console, in my opinion, is first-party titles. Like God of War should have never been on PC. Halo should have never been on PC. Nintendo, all the people that still get that. That's why they still making money. That, you know, first-party titles stayed on your console. That's a whole nother video. I'm not gonna get into that. But Square Enix, why in the world are you not putting Final Fantasy 7 and 8 remastered onto a PlayStation disc? Do you know how many PlayStation fans out there, when they think Final Fantasy, the first thing comes to their mind, they say, oh, PlayStation. Now older gamers probably will say, you know, Nintendo, because, you know, Nintendo had their thing back then. I get that. But from 7 and on up, they thinking PlayStation. Because you know where 7 first came out at? PlayStation 1. I do not get it. When you think RPGs, 9 times out of 10 you thinking PlayStation. Now, I know Nintendo had their thing back in the day, because that's before I got into RPGs. I got into RPGs because of Final Fantasy VII. Why on God's green earth, Square Enix, are y'all not bringing this out on PlayStation? That is a license to print money. Because people like me, regardless of how stupid y'all is, Square Enix, I would buy that game. All that crap I done said about y'all, which is the truth, I speak the truth, I still would buy that game. I would support y'all stupid ass. I would. Just to buy that game. To give me a remastered version of that, I would buy it. Because I bought it. I got it on PlayStation. I got it on, how many times I bought 7? I got it on PlayStation, and I got it on original PlayStation, and I got it on PlayStation 4, 5. I re-downloaded the remastered version because that's my favorite RPG, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Used to be my favorite. I would buy that game hands down. But y'all tend to not want money. That makes no sense to me. Now don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy 8 remastered, y'all can pick that up on cause I got the physical of that on PlayStation 4. It's the European version. They brought that back out over there in Europe, but they still have not brought back 7 out on PlayStation 4 or 5. I don't get it. Y'all help me understand down in the comment section why Square Enix do not want to make money. I don't get it. Maybe Nintendo made an exclusive deal with them where they can only get the physical version of the original 7. I don't know. Something got to be going on why Square Enix does not want to print money. Another thing, I told you we got that many news stories today. That's why I'm ranting for a little bit here, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Why in the world, Square Enix, have you not put Octopath Traveler on the first one on a physical PlayStation disc? You put it on Switch, and now you just done brought out Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. You put it on a double disc for Switch. Why is that not on PlayStation? I understand you're not putting it on Xbox. I get Xbox because Xbox gamers, y'all ain't studying no RPG. Be real with yourselves. Y'all ain't studying no RPG. Y'all, if it ain't bang, bang, bang shooter, y'all ain't studying. Tell the truth. Be real with yourselves. I understand why you don't put it on Xbox. I get that because Xbox don't know nothing about no RPG. But Octopath Traveler needs a physical copy on PlayStation. Like I said, Square Enix, y'all just don't want to print money. That's a license to print money. Y'all said y'all was in the red when y'all looked at your numbers. Do that. Put that on a PlayStation disc. Like I said, something must be going on. My only synopsis is that Nintendo, Nintendo got money too. They think it's slick. They probably done paid Square Enix, said, hey, if you make a physical version of 7, 8, or 9, keep it on Nintendo Switch consoles. I bet that's what they did. Because if you notice, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they are on PlayStation. They on disc. The Pixel Remastered, they on PlayStation 4. Why 7, 8, and 9 ain't? Now 8 is on a European for Final Fantasy 8, but it got to be that Nintendo done paid Square Enix a little money to keep that physical version off of PlayStation hardware. That's my only conclusion I can come up with. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. I don't get it. I know right now if you will put Final Fantasy 7 8 Remastered Twin Pack on PlayStation, it'll sell. Because when you think PlayStation, you think Final Fantasy. I'm shocked that Sony didn't buy Square Enix. That was stupid of them. They should have bought Square Enix when they had the chance to. If I owned Sony, I'd buy Square Enix. I would have bought Square Enix a long time ago. They be my RPG company. Most of the Square Enix, I probably would have bought Atlas, because Atlas make either Atlas or Sony I would have bought when I had a chance to. I've been like Microsoft buying up stuff. I would have bought one of them. That's what I would have did. If I owned Sony, I would have bought Square Enix or I would have bought Atlas. And I would have had an RPG company on my belt. I wouldn't have to worry about RPGs. But anyways, that's my little rant about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get off this, but yeah, I want to let you guys and girls know that Final Fantasy 7 and 8 Remastered Twin Pack and Final Fantasy 9 Switch physical editions are coming to North America on December 9th. If you are a Switch owner, I highly recommend you pick up these games and put them in your collection. Keep physical media alive, and Square Enix, y'all must be smoking that ooh-wee because you ain't brought that out on a PlayStation disc. Don't make no sense to me. That being said, let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got another news story for you guys and girls. I figured I should talk about this because everybody keeps talking about it. Because I don't pay no attention to this. Elon Musk plans on releasing AI-generated video game by the end of next year. Wow. Elon Musk says AI will release an AI-generated game that that's great before the end of 2026. The claim incited polarizing reactions from Twitter users, with some mocking and criticizing the very idea of playing something conjured by an artificial intelligent model. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been movies on AI for the longest. Some of our favorite movies out there have been telling y'all about AI. Terminator, Skynet. Y'all think I'm talking crazy? Y'all think I might be a conspiracy theorist? Whatever, you think what you want. AI, Terminator, what is that movie? Another one that Will Smith made, I forgot the name, but I see it. iRobot. Just saying. Y'all looking at the future right here. This man telling that I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I use AI on my Windows 11. It's got AI stuff on it. It asks me about stuff. And I try not to use AI unless unless it automatically does it itself. AI be trying to take over, but he ain't far off. We ain't far off from that future. I mean, Terminator, y'all. Look at Terminator. These people that come up with these ideas, ladies and gentlemen, they get them from somewhere. They get them from somewhere. Now, my thoughts on AI, be real with y'all. I've been in the computer for a long time. I don't see no problem with AI just as long as, you don't take away human jobs. Let the humans, us humans, still have the job or still be able to control something. Don't let AI just run wild. And that's what basically what Elon Musk and all these other people trying to do, let AI just run rampant. And I don't like where we headed with that. I don't like where this world is headed to in that. I don't like it. But all this stuff got to happen though before Jesus Christ comes back though. It's in the Bible. It talks about this stuff in the Bible. But I ain't finna preach to y'all, because this is a game to tell, so I ain't gonna preach to y'all. I'll tell y'all about what's in the Word. But all I can say, ladies and gentlemen, about AI is, I have no problem with AI. All I'm saying is, I think AI should never take over a human's job. AI should always be in the background, not taking over humans' jobs. Just let it be in the background, doing other stuff. But when it comes to human jobs like art, activity, and making games and all this stuff, you should always have a human at the forefront. An AI shouldn't be running nothing. That's just my opinion. I thought I should talk about it, ladies and gentlemen, because AI is all the big topics right now in the world, and I thought y'all wanted to know what's going on in these gaming streets. And AI is basically gaming, basically what Elon Musk trying to do. He trying to make a whole game where the AI made it for you, where no humans are involved at all. All I got to say is, John Connor looking at us like, whew, what's the world coming to? All I got to say to y'all out there, stay prayed up. If you don't know Jesus, get to know Him, because you need it in this world we live in. If you don't know Jesus Christ, try to get to know Him. Stay prayed up. That's all I had to say about that. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what else we're going to talk about here. We're all friends here. Here we go. Claire Absurd Expedition 33 sales top 5 million. Wow. 5 free major update in development. New playable environment, boss battles, costumes, and more. Wow. First of all, Expedition 33. Good job. Good job. Good job. I'm so happy that this game is selling. It's turn-based and it shows these so-called people that love action-based RPGs that turn-based is not dead, it's still alive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of y'all hate on turn-based. A lot of y'all hate on turn-based. I hit you, you hit me. To each his own. Like I said, I have no problem with action-based. I prefer turn-based. That's just me. And I know I ain't the only one out there. Apparently 5 million other people agree with me. Shouts out to Expedition 33 developers keeping turn-based alive. Shouts out to Atlas. Y'all keep turn-based alive with Metaphor, Refantasio, and that's even got turn-based. What else we got? The Persona games, keeping turn-based alive. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong down there in the comment section, the Trails games, I got all those, I need to start playing them. The Trails games, they still do turn-based, but they give you the option where you can do action-based and turn-based. They give an option, which I like. I ain't got no problem with that. I had to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm happy that turn-based is still flowing. Square Enix, take a look at this. This right here is letting you know that gamers out there still like turn-based. Y'all think, y'all got that crazy thing, I don't know who put this in y'all head, that everything has to be action-based. You think that the only gamers out there in this world are action junkies, where you just... No! 5 million people showed you that more people out here like action-based, like turn-based. And I think, what's the name, sold more than probably Regarbage. Because y'all didn't even post the numbers for Regarbage. You know, the last Rebirth, Regarbage 2, y'all didn't even post the numbers for that. Because them numbers trash. Because if it was actually selling, y'all would have posted them numbers. People got to guess numbers on Regarbage. Probably sold more to Regarbage. I'm telling you, us turn-based fans, we still out here. Letting you know, if you make a good game, it can be turn-based. Persona do it. I see it. It may do turn-based, but it's fast. It's still fast combat. And people, even people that don't even like turn-based, they'll play Persona. The music and everything. You make a good game, people play it. Turn-based is not dead. A lot of y'all think turn-based dead. No, it ain't. Turn-based still alive and kicking. This is a prime example. That's why I got to bring highlight to it. Because a lot of people hate on turn-based. They hate on it with a passion. They hate on it with a passion. A lot of these influencers out here talking, yeah, you know, I know a lot of you guys think Regarbage remake, you know, they could have made it turn-based and all. It won't work in today's economy. People don't buy turn-based. What? 5 million? Refantasio? 2 million? Shin Megami Tensei? Turn-based still out here. People buy it. They buy it. Apparently they buy it more than Regarbage. And this game's still selling. And make it so bad, it probably would have sold more. But it's on Game Pass. This is a Game Pass game. And you know, Game Pass game, they ain't got to pay for it, but they pay their subscription, they get the game automatically. But 5 million people outside of Game Pass bought it. It probably would have sold more if it wasn't on Game Pass. It probably would have sold about 7 million if it wasn't on Game Pass. Because Game Pass holding it back. And that potential people that would buy it, they're not buying it because it's on Game Pass. Turn-based is still alive. Alive and kicking. Alive and kicking. Kicking hard too. Fighting everybody up in there, cuz. Shout out to my cousin, Garbage Soul Home. But yeah, I had to highlight that, ladies and gentlemen. Turn-based in the building. Yes. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into my last news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all about tired of hearing about this. I talked about it 2 weeks ago on my News Friday, but it keeps coming up in the news. Like I told y'all, we didn't have too many news stories to really talk about this week, so I'm going to talk about this. Sony teases PlayStation 6 release window. Wow. Now, here we go. Sony lead console architect Mark Cerny has hinted at a possible release window for the PlayStation 6, saying that the console will be released in a few years' time. Wow. These recent comments about the PlayStation 6 has sparked increased speculation amongst fans, as the release may be slightly further away than some gamers have previously believed. Wow. Alright. Now my thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen. According to the rumors, in these gaming streets, they saying take all this stuff I'm saying with a grain of salt. Now I know y'all like, why are you pouring on it? Because it's in the news. Like I said, I had to go scrape for some news this week. Wasn't that much news this week. Worth talking about, that is. According to these gaming streets, they're looking at a 2028 release date. That is a few years, because a few could be 2, a few could be 3, a few it's left open to interpretation. A few years could be at least 2 or more. So 2 or 3, I don't know. I think 2028 will be a good starting point. Hopefully by then Sony stop trying to bring consoles out that high. Because Sony, I'm going to tell you right now, you bring that PlayStation 6 out at $1,000, I doubt anybody buy that. Now, I know I probably talking crazy because they probably said the same thing about the PS3, because the PS3 came out at $600. And I was blessed enough, shout out to my brother Torrance, shout out to you, brother. I was blessed enough to get me one and launch, because my brother bought me one. But a lot of people thought that was crazy, asinine. But $1,000? I doubt it. The Neo Geo, when it first came out, I'm doing history, a big history book. It was like $700, $800. Never sold. Bombed. That's why Neo Geo was putting their games out on everywhere. You saw Neo Geo games on PlayStation, Xbox. I don't know if you saw any on N64. I can't remember. But I remember there was some on PlayStation, Xbox, and there might have been some on GameCube too, but mainly PlayStation and Xbox. And there was some everywhere, and PC too. But I don't think it would shock me if people would go out and buy a PlayStation 6 for $1,000. That would shock me. That would shock me if people do it. I doubt that very seriously people pay $1,000 for a PlayStation 6. Now don't get me wrong. Now the PlayStation 5 Pro is $750 now, and Sony ain't even posting them numbers. So I don't think PlayStation Pro really selling like that, because there people realizing, they know that for that much for a PlayStation Pro, $750, you get this trusty PC right here. And no, you don't need to. Don't let these gaming website fool you. You need to buy this. Yeah, if you're trying to build your own PC, but you get a custom made PC with 3060 Super in here right now for $700. And probably come Black Friday, you probably get it for $500. Even cheaper, just catch your deals. And it'll play everything that's on that PlayStation 5, everything that's on that Xbox Series X, everything that's on that Nintendo Switch 2, easily. And with the Xbox and PlayStation, your games, your exclusives ain't exclusive. They're gonna come to PC. Only thing you need a Nintendo Switch for is, your exclusive Nintendo games. And Nintendo, I give them boys and girls over there credit what credit due. They still keep. The only place you're gonna play Mario is on It's a Me Mario on Switch. You can't play him nowhere else. Legally, that is. But everybody else, Sony and Microsoft, you got my trusted PC here. You can play your game. Those consoles are useless. Only reason I hold on to my consoles Physical media. Physical media. Now Sony, the thing is with the PlayStation 6, I told you I will get one if they still got physical media and that price ain't too high. $1,000? No. $1,000? I'll give me a high budget PC for that much and get games out the wazoo. No. Like I said, my thoughts on this, he said a few years. That thing might not come out in 2029, but like I said, this is speculation. The rumor right now that I hear a lot in the gaming streets on these news articles when I go and look in these gaming streets is 2028, which that would be right because PlayStation, although PlayStation 5 came out in 2020, nobody really had one. It wasn't regularly available to what, 2023? Yeah, just a few years ago PlayStation 5 regularly available, but during 2020, 2020, 21, and maybe 22, they weren't that available because COVID. Y'all know, if you're alive and kicking right now, praise Jesus, COVID was out and you had to sell a kidney to get a PlayStation 5. I wasn't gonna get it. I just, last year I walked into Walmart, went and picked mine up and walked back out. Cause hey, I waited till PlayStation 5 regularly available. But really and truly, PlayStation 5 console generation, when you look at it, it really didn't start to be real to 2022 or 2023. I say 2023 when PlayStation 5 is readily available. So that's counting. This is me just speculating now. 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. Now 2028, technically, when PlayStation 5 will regularly available, will be 5 years. And if you look back on the console generations, in 5 years, that's when most time new console will come out. Now let's see, Super Nintendo, yeah, most time they give a 5 or more year lifespan. So 2028 will be 5 years when PlayStation was regularly available, PlayStation 5 that is. Because before then, 2020, you had to sell a loan to get a PlayStation 5. 2021, you had to sell a kidney to get a PlayStation 5. 2022, you had to sell another loan. But in 2023, you can start walking into stores and get you a PlayStation 5. Because I remember, because I think it was 2024, I think either last year or the year before, I walked in the store and bought my PlayStation 5. Bought my first PlayStation 5. Walked back out, didn't have to worry about nobody tackling me. Well, then I was all about the PS4 life. Only reason I got me a PS5 because I wanted to bless myself, and basically all my PS4 games work on my PS5, which I like. Bounce compatibility is a winner in my book. But really and truly, 2028, if you count the years that PlayStation was regularly available, will be a good year for them to bring it out. The end of 2028, yeah. I can see them bringing it out in the end of 2028. Year end of 2020, I can see that. According to Mark Cerny, he said a few years, so I don't know. That's up to the interpretation. A few years could be 2 years. A few years could be 3, 4, 5 years. You don't know. You can't go off what he said. It's too loose of an interpretation. But my guess, ladies and gentlemen, PlayStation 6 probably will come out 2028, September, December, holiday season. That's what I'm banking on. Because by then, the PlayStation 5 will be regularly available for at least 5 years. Because, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, in 2023, PlayStation 5s were regularly available then. You can walk in the store and get one. Before then, 2020, 21, 22, COVID was, still around and people weren't walking in no store and getting no PlayStation 5. You had to be on the wait list and all that stuff. But since 2023, I'm going to say 2023, might be 2022, but I'm going to say 2023 to be for sure. Ever since then, you can walk into a store and buy a PlayStation 5. Or, well, you can always get an Xbox. You still can get a Switch because Switch had been around for a while. But, you can probably walk into a store and get a PlayStation 5. So 5 years, 2028 will be 5 years. So I'm going to say, with this rumor, it's just me speculating, take it with a grain of salt. 2028, probably around September, November, not my birthday, in November, December, I'd probably get a PlayStation 6. And like I said, I will buy one if Sony, for one, keep physical media alive, and it don't cost too much. Then I'll buy one. Other than that, I ain't touching it. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. That about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this News Fridays. Leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Tell what you guys girls think about PlayStation 6. Y'all think it's going to come out in 2028? Or y'all think it's going to be delayed even further? What you guys girls think about Final Fantasy 7 and 8? Remastered Twin Pack and Final Fantasy 9 Switch Physical Edition coming out December 9th. Y'all think like me, they need to bring that out on PlayStation also? Or do y'all even care? Tell me about that down in the comment section. Also tell me what you guys girls think about Claire Expedition 33 topping 5 million sales. Tell me what y'all guys girls think about that down in the comment section. Oh yeah, I forgot. Got one more news story for you guys girls. Sorry, my bad. I'm just playing. I forgot about this. It was hiding down in my feeds. Here we go. Costco isn't the only retailer clearancing Xbox consoles, as Sam's Club has reportedly joined in. Wow. Xbox. Wow. Another American company, Sam's Club, has stopped selling Xbox Series X. Wow. Xbox, y'all done. I'm calling it. Y'all done, Xbox. Unless you bring that price back down, y'all done. Costco and Sam's don't drop y'all. Now keep in mind now, Costco and Sam's, you got to have money. Membership to shop at Costco and Sam's. Can't average Joe walk in Costco or Sam's to buy nothing out of that. You got to pay a membership. Hence, you got to have money to go in Sam's and Costco. And that's your target audience on Xbox. And they dropping you like a bad habit. Wow. 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 American companies now. These are American companies, born and raised. Although probably Walmart, a lot of people don't know, Walmart is 51% owned by China now, but it started off in America. We got a little hint on that. But that's ridiculous, Xbox. Ridiculous. Wow. I think Xbox done, y'all. It would shock me if they come out with another console. Anyways, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this rendition of News Fridays. Leave comments below. Tell what you guys girls think about the Xbox being dropped by Sam's. Tell me what y'all guys girls think about that down in the comment section. Thank you guys girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.